Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in. Dr. Urius Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons and Dragons. And today we are going to be talking about the spell Sylune's Viper from Forgotten Realms, Heroes of Faerun. This is almost the last spell that we're going to be going over out of this. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about what it does, what it's good for, what classes can use it, which subclasses are the best ones to use for it, in my honest opinion. All that and more, so stay tuned and don't go away. All right, before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and don't forget to share this video. All right, Sylune's Viper is a third level spell that requires a bonus action. Okay, I actually like the spell, but I don't really know why it's a bonus action. Other than if you're going to cast it in the middle of combat, I guess that saves you some actions, which I guess is good, but it does last for an hour. So you see their duration says 1 hour, and it is not concentration. So you can cast this well outside of combat, and it will last for quite a long time. And whether it's a bonus action or an action using it outside of combat doesn't matter. It has a range of self, verbal, somatic, and material component. The material component is a snake fang, which is worthless, so we don't have to worry about that. It is School of Conjuration. It has a ranged attack, and it does force damage, which is good. It is usable by druids and wizards, but because it's a wizard spell, bards can get this as well, too. So, a shimmering spectral snake encircles your body for the duration. You gain 15 temporary hit points. That's pretty good. That's a lot. The spell ends early if you have no temporary hit points left. So, one of the things we need to do is either figure out how to not get hit so we don't lose this, or we need to figure out how to boost those temporary hit points or make them last longer so that we don't end the spell. So while the spell is active, you gain the following benefits. Climbing. You gain a climb speed equal to your speed. Okay, that's a little bit of an extra bonus. We have a venomous bite. As a magic action, you can make a ranged spell attack using the snake against one creature within 50 feet. So at least we can be 50 feet away. That's a good thing. It doesn't say within 50 feet that you can see, but it's a ranged spell attack, so we're making an attack roll. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 force damage. That is not what we are concerned with. And has the poison condition. No saving throw until the start of your next turn. So we are concerned with that. And that poison condition means you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. So that is no saving throw. All you have to do is hit. While poisoned, the target has the incapacitated condition. So this is the other thing that is pretty exciting. So incapacitated means you can't take an action, bonus action, or reaction. You can move. That's it. If you are concentrating, it is immediately broken. This is one of the few things in D&D 2024 that immediately will break concentration. Most of the other things allow you to have a Constitution saving throw now for some reason. But this will break it. So you could ready this, or you could just hit somebody as they have a concentration out, and blammo, they're done. Thirdly, the target cannot speak. And lastly, if you're incapacitated when you roll initiative, you have disadvantage on the roll. That's not really going to come up very much. And of course, we can upcast this. So for each spell level above 3, the number of temporary hit points you gain from this spell increases by 5. And the damage of the venomous bite increases by a d6. And then remember, it is force damage. Very few things are resistant to force damage. So it's going to do a little bit of damage, not a lot. Now, what are we given this spell as far as a grade? I like the fact that we only have to roll to hit, and hitting things is not hard in D&D 2024 or 5e. We just have to hit them, and they get the poison condition and the incapacitated condition immediately. No saving throw. Those two things are awesome. We can break concentration on spells immediately. That is great, and we can basically shut them down so they can only move. So I do like those control aspects of this spell. The only thing that doesn't bump this spell up to an A- is the fact that this spell will end immediately if we do not have any temporary hit points. So once you do this and you have those effects take effect, essentially, the enemies are going to go after you. If I'm the DM, I'm going after you because I don't want that to happen again. All right, let's talk about a couple of spells that go great with the poisoned condition. All right, so here I have Summon Undead up right now, and this is another third level spell. This is a spell that is usable by warlocks and wizards. So if you're a wizard, you can use this with Sylune's Viper. You give out the poison condition, and then you can cast this spell. Now, you can't cast both of these spells in the same turn because they are both spells. They're both leveled spells. But you could have Sylune's Viper ready to go because I said, it does last for an hour, and it is not concentration. You have it ready to go. You can slam that into them, and then you can summon Undead. And the one that we really want is this Rotting Claw. So, and this is the reason for this is if the target has the poison condition and Sylune's Viper gives the poison condition, it will now have the paralyzed condition until the end of its next turn, which is nasty. Remember, paralyze, let's click on that. Here it is. You are incapacitated. You're incapacitated anyway. Your speed goes to 0, so now you can't do an action, bonus action, reaction, and you cannot move. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls made against you have advantage, and any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. So that makes this spell combo Summon Undead plus Sylune's Viper a nasty combo, because once that person is paralyzed, everybody else can just jump on them and just blast them and slam them until the cows come home. All right, so what subclass do I think go good with this? Well, it's a druid, and it is a wizard spell. I like the Circle of Stars druid. I just like the Circle of Stars druid, period, with anything, just because of the chalice form. It'll give us a few hit points. It's not really going to do anything about the 15 temporary hit points that we have, but I think it just kind of goes along well with it. Now, for wizards, I like Abjure. Now, Sylune's Viper is a conjuration spell, but the Abjure wizard gets this Arcane Ward right off the bat, right away, which has a hit point maximum equal to twice your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier. Whenever you take damage, the ward takes the damage instead. And if you have any resistances or vulnerabilities, apply them before reducing the ward's hit points. So the ward takes the damage first, then you take temporary hit points, then you take hit points. So this will help kind of mitigate some of those temporary hit points that come along and losing them so you don't lose this spell. So all in all, I think this is a great spell. We're giving it a B+. I think a couple of the things that really make it good are no concentration. It does last for an hour. It is a roll to hit. No saving throw for the poison condition or the incapacitated condition. It does give you some temporary hit points. All in all, good spell. I like it. And that is the video I have for everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.